They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. Let me cook the accused. What you got different views?
This is second nature, all is automatic. You fools hurt. Jesus will.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Tennessee Titans. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
They'll start out here with the option left, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now left side on the swing pass. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down. Shotgun now for Murray. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
At the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. Flush to his right. Incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's second down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Complete.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Throwing again, Murray. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Murray throwing complete there to Hopkins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, you've got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray eluding the pressure right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And Adams has it complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2-yard line.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check. 53.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Kyler Murray scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this is good. Our score, 7-0, Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Broncos 0.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
Ready? Watch out.
To throw is Watson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jayon Brown. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
And it's 3rd down.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Off of play action, it's Watson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. He's got a man, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos, nothing.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Lindsey on the carry.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Yeah, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And the Broncos first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game. 2nd and 8. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Murray now on first down, and that'll be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 yards there, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Here's Murray from midfield. Man open left side is Brown. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
A gain of 2.
That catch good for only a couple.
At the Broncos' 49-yard line.
Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. DeAndre Hopkins. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Makes the score Titans 14.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Smith, his first carry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's Watson. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On first down, it's Watson. They'll set up the screen to Smith. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A shotgun snap for Watson, escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he is out of bounds is right around the 10-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's where having a mobile quarterback really pays dividends, because that old school stand in the pocket, make your throw guy, he doesn't make that play.
In addition to the mobility, how about his eyes? Just kept them downfield, locked on the target, created a big play out of it.
Didn't matter the chaos around him. He still found his guy.
Again, it's Watson, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Second and goal at the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. One more time with Lindsey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Short of the goal.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. Third and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Philip Lindsey, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Score Titans 14, Broncos 13.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Murray, flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a carry for Lindsey. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Goal, Denver.
They'll run with Lindsey, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Watson going to try and run it, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Denver.
Tim Patrick, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Here's Watson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
19. Titans 14. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And Murray, he's going to run with it himself. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. From the gun, Murray eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Heavy on the edges. 45. Mike, 45. Let's go, D.
to the air on second down. It's Murray going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
Titans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Murray. And they'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. 22 yards there, a first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Nashville, it's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they...
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Todd Gurley. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. So a big 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans. Now we've got movement up front. point, this is going to be on the Titans. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now another try at 2 here from the 7 now. Shotgun now for Murray. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
26.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he stopped immediately there. Joe Hayden there to bring him down. His defense starting to buckle down when they need to. And right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, he'll air this one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 83 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Operating from the gun, Murray flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Over the middle here to Brown. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This just a 24-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
1st down, Broncos.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. They maybe got a yard up to the 40. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Watson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tim Patrick with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
For Denver.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
A 7-yard pickup.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Murray with a 3rd and long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And Adams has it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They keep the game alive, at least space for the moment as it's a first down. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Early on, you hit on it, needing to avoid the big play. Easier said than done, though. There's a big touchdown.
Yeah, the big thing is when he does get his catches, you've got to tackle him and get him on the ground. Obviously, weren't able to do it on that one.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Good.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Down to Inigos Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Denver, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. They mama proud, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Max March out with the polo. Like my style, don't ya? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cash. So many couches I crashed. Shout out Zazo, Tree, and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. Baby, I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the second up. Take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash,